everyone, Jessica Henry Gray here, and in this short little video I'm going to show you how I have gone around all these different sorts of little watercolor kits. I've tried different things over the years, and they started out big and complicated, and I'm starting to get much smaller now as I've realized that these are heavy and bulky and awkward to carry around. So starting with this video showing you my smallest little pack, and I will have 2 more videos showing you as I get a little bit bigger, but none of them are as big as some of these original ones. So hope you enjoy this and get something out of this. All right, so these are my 3 watercolor kits, just for being out and about, obviously not my studio stuff, but I want to show you the 3 different sizes that I have, just depending on the different situations that I find myself in. For travel or just plein air, whatever. So I'm going to show you these in 3 separate videos, so there will be links down below for each one of these. But I'm going to start with the smallest one in this video, so let's get going. Now, for most of these things on this video, I will have links below. Some of them, it is impossible to find. They don't have, they're things I made or found in an antique store. So, but this case, you can find on Amazon. And I really like this because it is small enough to just fit in any bag. And they're really durable, nicely stitched, and there's an outside pocket. So I'll just start with this. This is just a folder that I cut up and made into just a pocket to hold pre-cut watercolor pieces of paper. So in here I have them. This is really nice, Strathmore cold pressed, 140 pound. Cut to different sizes that I think might be fun while I'm out and about. Sometimes I put drawing paper in here, but for the sake of this little watercolor kit, I'm keeping it really simple because this is my simplest one. Okay, so jumping in. Now I've got all of my brushes and pens, and I'll show you that in just a minute, but I want to get to this part down here first. So this is the portable painter. I'm sure you've seen some of these out and about on different YouTube channels and so forth. Let me show you how this works. And these are available on Amazon and wherever. You can find these pretty much anywhere. So it opens up like this, and these side contraptions slide on like this. And these are great for water or your brushes or anything. I've seen people even put this over their leg and work. So this opens up like that. You can put this rubber band right here, and I'll show you a thing about that in a minute. So open it like this, and you've got room for all these paints. There's 12 paints here. This company also sells on Etsy little troughs. You can buy more little wells that fit in here. And I haven't yet. I think I might. But it's not like oil paints where I try to keep my palette limited because they're so small and so lightweight. I have fun with the watercolors. Might get a few more. So you've got your 2 mixing areas here. Dump your water in here, or either one. And then I will take some of the brushes that I might use and just set it in one of these ends, pens, whatever, pencil. So that would be how that is ready to go. I will take a little sponge I put in this container. One thing you want to make sure, if you do paper towels or whatever, put it in a container, because when you throw everything back in, everything's going to be wet. Unless you do paper towels and you're able to just throw them away. So this is my little sponge for wiping my brush off on. And I'll just set that down and it's ready to go. Sometimes you may just want a quick water brush. And so I have one of these. They take a little bit of finesse, a little bit of getting used to, but they're not difficult once you do. And I can show you a bit about that as we go along. Getting back to this. This is my little hardcover. It's just white foam core. Move that over. So I can take just one of my pieces of scratch watercolor paper, a small piece, and clip it right to this. And that's that easy. I bought these whooshy tapes, whatever they are. I don't really care for that tape because it doesn't really adhere. It's not very strong. Maybe you have another brand that is better, But what I did is I put regular artist tape on that roll, and I may use it if I'm in a pinch out and about, but I can tape this down if I want. So my watercolor is ready to go, and I like to have a little bit of a solid structure to paint on. So we'll set this here, and I've got my little water. If I was on an airplane, this would be ideal because it's just really small. The little trays on an airplane are so tiny and you don't really have a lot of space. And sometimes you go through turbulence, and this is really stable, so that's nice. Okay, so pencils. I have, I don't bring all the leads. I don't even bring a pencil sharpener with this one. Where's my lead? There's my lead. That is the mechanical pencil, and I should sharpen that, but it is not. And then I have just a regular mechanical pencil here with some extra leads and an eraser, so I don't have to pack any other eraser. Keeping that very simple. I like some of these different brushes. This is my sort of my eraser brush. So I always have a stubby little stiff brush like this to wipe out. And I have some pens for inking. I like a finer ink. This is a 0.05, and this is a 0.7, so it's a little thicker. And then I have a white pen. Now this is, my daughter made this color swatch of the colors in here. So I like to do these, and I just put clear packing tape over it and cut it to size. I like it because it can also fit inside here. I can fold it up and just put it in there. And then I keep a simple ruler and a bit of a larger brush. So this is it for this pack. And so, you know, if you're on a plane or what have you, I'll show you how this works. So I just squeeze a little bit of water into the little well. Swirl it around. I like to see where I am with the color. Now, if you want that lighter, you give it a bit of a squeeze. And you can watch in this little color here how it fills up with water. And that's how you know more water's coming down. And you can know when that dark blackness there starts to be less, you need more water if you want more water. So let me just demonstrate. So I've got my color here. Let's say you're going along, but you want to lighten it. You can't just dip it in your water. You give it a little squeeze as you're painting, and more water comes out. I'm going to wipe that off. And you can see it getting lighter and lighter. Now these aren't the most absorbent brushes, as you can see, which is why I do prefer sables to this. You can spend all day working on soaking up a puddle, or just take a thicker brush and be done. But anyway, so that is how these things work. Bit of a nuisance, but when you're on a plane and you just want to do some quick little whatevers, it's nice. So if I want to clean my brush off, no water to swish it in, squeeze on the sponge just a little, and now your brush is clean. So we'll go into Opera Pink. These are some Daniel Smith colors. Opera Pink is one of those colors I just grabbed because it is so different, and it's hard to mix some colors, especially reds and pinks, in nature. Flowers, there are some flowers that you can't mix. So I grabbed those odd colors and I put them in here. I do have my basics. I've got the yellow ochre, burnt sienna. This is bright red lake, purple lake. This is green apatite, genuine. I love that from Daniel Smith. This is cobalt, cerulean blue, ultramarine, and turquoise. Hooker's green light. This is pink opera, as I mentioned. Cad yellow, and then we're back to yellow ochre. Let me just show you this, one of my favorite colors on here, green apatite. Look at this beautiful, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit, get some water out. Isn't that lovely, that shade of green? So that wraps up my very simple small watercolor kit.